Rotted.
You are now listening to The Final Third.
I think Pepe's so comfortable.
Why? You should be in
You just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you up. We build you up to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You facing charges.
Yo, we in the building today. We in the building. Premier League ball is back.
Are we live?
Full effect. Are we live, baby? We live. Premier League ball in full effect. Yeah, they gave us a winter break. Said players gotta go have a little holiday, go Dubai. You know, some players kind of didn't follow the scripts, you know.
Can we
Had a
just
bit
touch
too
on?
much to
Do
drink.
you want to touch on a little bit of the Greenwood situation? How mad that is.
Yeah, we can touch on that. To be fair, yeah, it's not still like literally. This is a player that was
go live as well.
Huh? Say that again.
Oh, we're live. Okay, cool, perfect.
Oh, yeah, we're live.
As you were saying.
But yeah, this is a player that was like idolized at United, like such a good young player, and then but you can't legislate for what goes on behind. Like nobody could have known what went on behind closed doors. Like right now, as of now, you can't blame United because they apparently didn't know. If it comes out that they did know, then obviously they're gonna have a much bigger slice of blame to hold. But as it stands right now, they didn't know and they've reacted the way they were supposed to react. They've suspended him from first team activities, taking him away from the squad. Quite frankly, like conviction or not, I don't see how he is reintegrated into the squad. Like I just don't see how it happens.
The first he did is damning, and it was quite a tough watch. I can't even lie to you. It was quite a tough watch. Yeah, it was very gruesome, and it was very like you've convicted yourself. So. Firstly, I didn't think Man United would take action just because legally it's kind of like innocent. You know, the whole innocent till proven guilty. Even though the video was as bad as it looked, I thought they wouldn't be able to do anything. But I'm happy they were swift.
I'm happy they were swift as well.
I'm happy they were swift.
Like the Benjamin Mendy situation, like the way Man City handled it, where they knew what was going on and they still played him, and then when it finally came out, he was getting arrested, and you knew this information, it looked terrible on them. So,
oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think that's definitely played a part. Like that situation is still fresh in the mind of everyone. Like if this was to come out and United were to act as if nothing happened, then myth. You can't. Like literally, Nike, as Nathan's just said, like Nike's confirmed today. Look, they no longer sponsor Greenwood. He's no longer a Nike athlete. Like you can't just sweep this. Like you can't sweep it under the rug. Like it's out there. Like you go react to it, and they've reacted the right way. To be fair, like we'll give them that. They've reacted the right way. They've suspended him. He's away from the first team, and yeah, justice or whatever justice gotta take its course now. That can't really interfere more with it.
It's about football now. It's bigger than football now.
Girl deserves her privacy. Deserves to not be like in the spotlight. This is like a testing time for her as much as anything. So yeah, I kind of feel like put that situation away now. Move on to the football. I'm doing this for you. Also, anyone that has I'll do this for you, bro. Anyone that has his shirt can exchange it for a different one. Yeah, that was a good move because nobody wants to wear that on their shirt no more.
Oh man! All right, cool.
Did that for you, bro. Did that for you.
All right, cool. No problem. I was gonna say we haven't really the news on it has been not limited, but we haven't really been covered in in studios and things of that sort because there hasn't been a lot of Premier League action. So, we haven't heard a reaction from us tier 3 lot. You haven't heard a reaction from us tier 3 lot, but as with everybody else, it's messed up, and I just think it's bigger than football, and I'm happy that action was taken.
Yeah.
But yeah. You were gonna bring up something. Sorry, you wanted us to jump off in a certain direction.
Yeah, man. Let's get into it. Newcastle Everton. It's a clubs that are going through a lot of flux right now. A lot of change and moving pieces in both clubs. Obviously, Newcastle recently taken over, spending the big bucks in the January transfer window, bringing in Bruno Guimaraes, apparent Arsenal target. I'll just throw that out there. Apparently, a lot of Arsenal people wanted him to come to the club. He apparently chose Newcastle over Arsenal. That's all I'm gonna say. Matt Target, Dan Burn. They brought in quite a few players to try and get them out of this relegation mile. And then you've got Everton, new manager, Frank Lampard coming in, couple new signings, Anwar El Ghazi, Donny van der Beek, Deli Ali. So there's a two clubs that are in a bit of flux. What do you make of the match? St. James's Park or the Sports Director?
Very, very exciting.
To it.
No, stop. He's going to take over Derby County. Stop. That's not fair. They don't like that.
If not. Derby County, I know
they don't have a choice.
They're deep.
Derby County don't have a choice.
Like, literally, you got to shake hands with the devil. Like, you got to shake hands with the devil.
If Mike Ashley wants to take over Derby County's debt, then
that's what's so deep, because everyone knows what sort of owner he is. Everyone knows. I said, Banks, take off the white hoodie. It's giving Snow White. You don't know I'm dripping out here.
I didn't cook the fur. Fair enough. Nathan called it right. This is the big club derby, but yeah, they've got two. You know what's funny? You said Newcastle's in the relegation battle. Everton's there too, but Everton don't believe they are because they can get themselves out of the pickle just because of the personnel in which they have. But Everton are right in the mix, and they're looking
actually deep in trouble as well
in the relegation derby as well. So this is a 6-pointer, and not just in terms of the physical points, pride as well. You just want to start off on the right foot, because fair enough, Eddie Howe's taken over Newcastle 2 months ago or so, but this is a new Newcastle now. This is like him. It's like he's taken over now. This is his first real game, if we're being honest, because what he had to work with before, we can say it's not his squad, but now he's got 5 or so players. Your job now in these next 6 months, can you hear me? Your job now in these next 6 months is to really stay up.
Make this
stay
work.
up. No, stay up. It's not now. It's just stay up. Newcastle's job now. Stay up.
They've given him they've given him players now, and obviously a lot of players coming in January is never ideal. Like it's always going to be hard to mesh them, but there's no time for chemistry issues. There's no time. You just have to make it work. You have to literally just you spent the money. You got quality players in. Just make it work. That's it. You're completely right when you say that this is essentially, it feels like a new start for Newcastle. That Eddie Howe came in months ago, but the new players before, he was just working off of scraps, but now he's got some quality in, some Premier League quality, and you're thinking, now this is a new start. This is where Newcastle kind of have to take off and do what they need to do to stay in the league, because if they stay in the league, they've already shown the intent. Like, this is kind of like when Manchester City first signed.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
You don't feel like he is.
No, this is QPR. This is Tony Fernandes. This is Tony Fernandez's QPR. Well, I remember when Tony Fernandes did the thing. It's the exact same thing. It's not Man City. It's not Man City. It's not Man City.
What quality young player was
Tony Fernandes signed Loic Remy. He signed Vargas. And let's not lie. You're going to say they're not big names, but Newcastle didn't sign peak names. Newcastle signed players that are on the cusp. If Newcastle went out, Newcastle
signed Premier League quality players. They signed Premier League quality players, and they added the extra dash of Bruno Guimaraes, Matt Target, Dan Burn.
No. Man City weren't doing that.
Premier League quality players.
Man City were getting the best players in the Prem or abroad.
No, not the start. Not at the start. They were signing.
Who was their first big signing? And he was a bad boy. He was the best striker. He was the best striker more or less that season. He was a bad boy, but he wasn't exactly at the top of. What we're talking about now, I think you're just letting nostalgia beat you up, and you're better than that. You're better than that.
Rocky Sanchez was hard. I'm not denying that.
He was like the best striker. Before going there, he was he was one of the top 3 that league. Like, he was fantastic.
That's calm. Bruno Guimaraes is one of the best centre mids in League One.
That's it.
One of the best. Huh?
That's it. But
Yeah,
but
he
he's
won.
not. Yeah, but here's the thing. It's not like he was. It's not like he was going. He could have gone to one of the top. They signed Robinho.
He could have definitely went to. He
Where
could
would he
have
have gone?
definitely went to one of the top. He could have
Where would he have
definitely
gone?
went to one of the top
Where would he
teams.
have gone? Who wanted him? Arsenal. That was it.
Arsenal wanted him.
That's it.
But even in the summer, there would have been more interest. I guarantee you.
Listen, my bro. This ain't the same. This ain't the same as Man City. This is the same as QPR.
It is. You're thinking of Man City when they signed Aguero, David Silva.
No, I'm thinking of Robinho. I'm thinking of Robinho, Alano, Roque Santa Cruz. That ilk of player.
That's exactly what Newcastle.
No,
that's exactly what Newcastle have done. Stop acting as if Alano was.
Robinho was the biggest. Robinho was the biggest. Like one of the biggest in the world.
They haven't signed Robinho yet, but they've increased the quality of player that they're signing. They've increased this. It's a Premier League standard of player that they're signing now.
Why are you doing this? Why are you just lying? You're just talking.
I'm not lying, though.
I'm because we can't have this discussion. Go on, carry on.
I'm looking at the comments now. Nathan
no
said,
one...
I'd love Everton to get relegated would be jokes. Thoughts on Jamal Lewis being excluded from the squad, but that Dud Ritchie kept in. I did not know that. Jamal Lewis. Wow. I heard he was supposed to go on loan the last couple of days of the window, but I didn't think he was falling that deep out of favor. That's a bit mad. He's a good player. RSC was good, but top 3 them times you're smoking spice. Hey, tell him, man. Like he was good, but it's not like he was like the creme de la creme.
No. I said he came off a bad boy season.
Okay, cool. But I'm saying like Roque Santa Cruz, it was a good signing, but it wasn't exactly the creme de la creme. Like, he didn't start. Steve, like apart from Robinho, he thought he was going to Manchester United. Let me add that bit. Robinho thought he was going to Manchester United. So
doesn't matter where he thought he was going. He went. It doesn't matter where he thought he was going.
In ordinary circumstances, they would not have even been able to sign Robinho. That's first off.
Right, don't pick and choose the comments. This isn't level with City's first round signings. It's nowhere near.
You're only saying that because of the foreign tax, though. Like they signed Alano, they signed like Roque Santa Cruz. Who else did they sign?
Gareth Barry, Craig Bellamy.
Come on, man! Like these are the names you're saying are quality good Premier League players. Good Premier League
Matt
players.
Target is not of that ilk. Matt Target, Dan Burn, and Finger, and what's the other person you name? Joe Whit. They're not of that ilk. If you're signing the equivalent of that will be signing, for example, Ruben Neves. People of that ilk.
I'm putting up
Basuma. People of that ilk.
Signings, because that's when the signings really started.
That's the ilk of that City's first. They got Joe, Robinho, Nigel De Jong, Craig Bellamy.
Come on, man. Robinho, Joe, Nigel De Jong, Craig Bellamy, Wayne Bridge, Sean Wright Phillips, Shea Given, Pablo Zabaleta. Jesus, they went crazy this window, fam.
See what I mean?
No, how dare you?
How dare you say that's the same?
In terms of numbers. First of all,
this Newcastle window.
When they signed Pablo Zabaleta the first time, nobody knew about him like that. He was not.
Neither did anyone know about Company. Huh? Only Company. I had Company on career mode, but nobody knew about Company.
Company was good, but he wasn't sensational back then.
I'm not disagreeing with you, my bro, and just 2 comments. But you can't tell me Dan Burn, Trippier, Chris Wood, Bruno G is the same as signing Robinho, Gareth Barry, Milner, the likes of these, man.
It is though. Like Gareth Barry, not Premier League player. Like apart from Robinho, all of these names just look like when they were signed, they look like they could be solid Premier League players. Craig Bellamy, quality player. Nigel De Jong probably. Nigel De Jong as well, quality player.
Trippier's 31. Dan Burn, no.
Dan Burn has been quality this season. Stop.
Yeah, but no. You're not gonna say like he's peak.
What I'm saying, like they're signing Premier League quality players.
I'm saying quality. You're using the word quality. You said that the same breath. You said that. You said at the same breath. You said Wan-Bissaka's not quality, and you said some of the Man United players are not quality.
Wan-Bissaka can play in the Premier League though. Wan-Bissaka can.
But then you're saying these are. But then you're using the same keyword on Dan Burn, Pierre, and Chris Wood. Chris Wood's a quality striker.
Now you're just switching it because
I'm not switching it. This is what you've said.
All I'm saying is that City's 08-09 window, it's not too dissimilar to what Newcastle are doing right now. They've
That's
not gone.
blasphemy. That's
It's not.
blasphemy.
It's not.
That's blasphemy. That's
Sean
blasphemy.
Wright Phillips. No, Sean Wright Phillips left.
He was already there. No, he from Chelsea. They signed him from Chelsea, or he went to which way did he go? I think he left actually.
Started at City, went to Chelsea.
Yeah, he started at City and went to Chelsea.
I think he came. Yeah, he came back because remember Adebayor. He set up that goal for Adebayor against Arsenal. But no, I'm saying that the quality of player that City signed back in 08, 09, it's
Joe?
not like it's not a mad quality of player. Like Vincent Kompany back then, not mad. Pablo Zabaleta back then, not mad. Shay Given, not mad. Sean Wright Phillips, not mad. Wayne Bridge, not mad. Craig Bellamy, quality. Premier League, like he's a step above that. He's a step above those quality of players. Nigel de Jong, a step above. Joe, normal guy. Robinho was the outlier, but we've always
Joe was normal. Interesting.
Huh? Interesting. He was again. He was a name. He was a name. He was a name. Let's be fair.
Like, anyway, let's move on because you've not even just wound me up. You're just talking. And man, how have you done that? How have you got away with that?
You've actually, but you've not given me any rebuttal. You're not like I'm telling you.
I've given you a rebuttal. I've told you already. What are you putting up against? What are you putting up against? Man, you're saying Bruno G is the equivalent of Robinho. That's what you said.
Yeah.
This is for me. It mirrors their window.
Not the equivalent of Robinho, but I'm saying that's the in terms of the quality of player that they're signing. Bruno Guimaraes is this like. They've signed a couple.
All right. Before we move on, let's just QPR's window is equivalent to Newcastle's window. That's it. It's not the same as Man City.
I need to see everyone that's in the chat right now. Everyone that's in the stream right now. Tell me, is Newcastle's signings this window equivalent to
QPR signings of 2012?
Closer to Man City style? Because
QPR signed
because was desperation.
But they were proven Premier League quality. This is what you're saying. It's Premier League quality. Jermaine Genius is Premier League quality.
Christopher Samba. On the way out. Jermaine Genius. No, these were all on the way out.
No. But they weren't. Only a few of them were above 30. Only a few of them were above 30. Christopher Samba, 28. Loic Remy, 26.
On the way out.
At 26 years old, Loic Remy was on the way out. That's the same.
Loic Remy was the quality. Loic Remy was the quality.
That's the same as Bruno G.
It's not though, is it? It's not though, is it?
It is. It's the same as Bruno G.
Bobby Zamora, Jibril Cisse. Am I looking at the right window?
Bosingwa, Jermaine Genius.
You are boiling. Okay.
The only person there that was Julio Cesar.
Are you looking at 11-12 or are you looking at 10-11?
12-13.
Oh, 12-13.
12-13. Jermaine Genius, Bosingwa, Julio Cesar, Park Ji-sun, Junior Hoylett, Daiketa, and by
look at the names you're reeling off, man.
Same ilk. Christopher Samba, same ilk.
Stop.
Anyway.
Stop. Literally, these that were just doing a G-Song Park. Oh, come on, bro. Like these that were literally just doing a let me grab something. I'm leaving here with something. That's what these that were doing.
They got Vargas, they got Remy eventually, and they got Vargas. I remember. I think Vargas, is that his name? From Chile.
Yeah, Vargas in January, I think.
Let's get through some of these comments. To be honest, they signed a league winning right back from Nathan. Nathan also says Robinho was another. Is it me? I think it mean James. Does it mean James?
Yeah, James. Yeah, James Rodriguez, fair weather player.
Newcastle should have bought damn James. Not gonna lie. Hugo Perry. They did good. Yeah, they did good signings. They signed names, but most were cast-offs from City's 08-09. Nah, QPR was one retirement house from Ricky Bowley. Yeah, Newcastle signings are better than QPR.
Facts.
QPR, but so they're the same ilk as City, yeah.
No, but okay, so it's very similar. Like it's not a mad difference. I can't lie.
No, it's not.
It's not a mad difference. Stop.
QPR isn't because they signed past their prime players in Maicon, Julio Cesar, and some unknowns in Vargas and Remy. That you can't say Remy was unknown. That's QPR signed Bosingwa and Granero.
I'm leaving here with something. That's what QPR said. They saw a hella bunch of names and said, I'm leaving with something. QPR signings were pathetic. Still, yeah, read it out. You didn't. Now you're just reading it in your head, like because nobody agrees with you. You're just reading it in your head. Just
QPR signings was pathetic.
shit,
No, you're making me laugh because just because they're saying it was pathetic doesn't mean that there's of the same ilk as Cities.
I'm not
Shemi, you're saying Vargas like it holds. You did say that. Stop.
Again,
Man is reading out Espimas and Castolo. I'm saying Vargas like it holds any weight. Stop. All right, cool. We've spent way too long on this topic, but yes.
Oh my
anyway,
God.
Newcastle have signed several players, and their job is just to stay up.
Everton. Give me your quick thoughts on Everton. We talked enough about Newcastle. Give me your quick thoughts. I feel
like Everton's one is just funny because the problem there, not the problem solely midfield. It's not, but I'm interested to see how they're gonna do this midfield. Keeps repeating his name like it makes him any better. Vargas top 3 moments. Vargas a striker playing right back. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm interested to see how Lampard does this midfield. Obviously, they've got some injuries within there, but like I go back to the scripter's tweet that said he wants to build a midfield of third man runs. It's going to be hilarious because who's going to defend? I guess Allen when he's there, but I don't know. I think Everton will be fine. I think the new manager bounce would really work with Lampard. After that, I don't know.
No, not after the good. You don't think he can run the whole seaon?
After
that,
he's getting
found out.
Hopefully, he learned, but from his time off at Chelsea. But after that, I don't know. Yeah, let's move on. We spent way too long on this fixture, but that's interesting. We could do a poll. We could do a poll, and then you disrespect the Rocky Santa Cruz. He was linked to United as well.
Just thought everyone's linked.
He was linked to United. He was linked to United.
Gaetan was linked to United. What does that mean? Where do we go from here? What does that have to do with the
But like, I didn't think there was any there was no real backlash from him being linked to United.
Where?
So you just had to check.
I just said we're gonna move on because you're moving slimy with it. Nobody would have said Roque Santa Cruz top 3 strikers in the world back in 2009. Nobody would have said that.
No, I didn't say that. In the world.
You said.
How did I say the world? See, you're putting words in. No, you see, you're sicko. I never said that. Roll it back. I never said that. I never said that. I said he came off a peak season. He was top 3 that season.
You said top 3 though. You said top.
Yeah, I said he was top 3 that season. He said he had a peak season. He was top 3 that season.
Top 3
strikers in the Prem that season.
What? I'm pulling up the numbers.
You're a shiesty. You know what's the problem with this generation? Because they have a goldfish memory. They can't even take their mind back. So everything's numbers. That's all you have.
I just want you to stand on it.
Yeah, I'm standing on it. I'm gonna stand on it.
Stand on it. You're stamping. Say less.
Remember when the Yak got 15 goals at Blackburn? Yeah.
So
now wait. Now I'm going somewhere. When the Yak got 15 goals at Blackburn.
What? Wait, which season was he top 3 strikers? Which season?
No, I'm asking you. When the Yak got top 3, when the Yak got 15 goals. When the Yak got 15.
Go back. What season? Oh wait, you're thinking of the Blackburn season.
Who? From yeah. What do you think I was talking about?
Roque Santa Cruz with Blackburn. I thought you was talking about with City.
No, to get to City.
Okay. That one peak season. Okay, cool. I thought you was talking about his time with City. My bad.
No, I was to get. I said the season when they signed him. They went to get the best. They went to get the best strikers. They went to get him. Then they got Adebayo. They just said nah.
Hey, Nathan, respect the Yak because he was running the Premier. He was running.
I'm telling you, when the Yak got 15 goals, and saved Blackburn that season, people were fine. You're hearing on the media. It was media then.
Nobody wanted to come
It wasn't so much social. It wasn't social media. It was real media. But you're hearing, it was peak. Tom
Davies driven off a game in January 2017 versus City. Facts.
These are laughing in the comments. Yeah. All right. Let me keep up with this. Evan will catch form from the new manager bounce and Lampard English tax. A lot of these players going to feel like they got something to prove. Defo win the next 3 games, then it's over. Hugo Perry just in my head because that's more or less what I said. Man said, hold on.
So wait, Ike Ubo. I'm playing for Canada. These men are about to go to World Cup, about to take their country to the World Cup for the first time.
Man said Gation. What does that? Man said Gation. What does that have to do? Guys, I'm sorry. I need Dele Alli to dunk on Glenn Hoddle after those comments. Shout out Pros Only TV.
Glenn Hoddle was just a nasty. Just a nasty.
Let's move on. Shem said some wild.
What did it have to do with anything?
Yeah, see, I knew Michu's name's gonna come up in the comments. I knew Michu's name's gonna come up in the comments because he had a peak season. You know what I'm saying? Man said the yak. Shemi reaching for stats now. See what you lot have done. See what you've done, Banks. See what you've created. Made me look like a jackass. And I knew what I was talking about.
I had to put my wolves on you, man. I had to put my wolves on you.
Nah, leave them, man.
We're gonna quickly move over to Burnley. Burnley, Manchester United. Manchester United obviously reeling from being knocked out of the FA Cup by Middlesbrough at home at Old Trafford. Anthony Elanga missing a penalty to knock Manchester United out. How do you think Manchester United reacts to that loss on Friday? Lavish.
Ugo Perry, Shem would give a Supermax contract to any one season wonder. How do you ban people from the stream? That is a wild comment. But Isaiah Thomas got one, so look how that played out. So
life contract at Arsenal if it was up to Shem, fam. Contract.
You lot are silly, man. How does Man United bounce back from the FA Cup? I don't know. Man United fans are kind of trying to paint it off like it's not that important in terms of it's just an FA Cup, and I hear it to a certain extent, but you need to win. You needed to win something, and that was your best chance at a trophy this season. So it's quite dark. But I feel like it, in terms of the fanfare and just the atmosphere, it kind of bodes well because it comes at a good time because there's not really a lot of football around. So it kind of happened and it died. Like you lost and then that was it. So, but I don't know. Like, how do you feel about it? Were you bothered? Honestly, losing to Middlesbrough was dark, but like, were you bothered? And it was a penalty shootout as well. It shouldn't have got that far. But I thought you played well in the first half as well.
Yeah, we played well, to be fair. So that if it was a match where we wasn't even creating nothing, that would worry me more. If we weren't creating nothing, but we created too many opportunities where we didn't even take them. That's what annoyed me more. Like, we created so many opportunities, did not take them. As soon as Pogba and Rashford come off, though, the vibe's done. And we
I think Pogba played well. Pogba played very well. I think so.
Yeah,
not very well. He played well.
So again, like, it's jarring because again, I wanted to win this cup. I wanted to win it because we ain't won nothing in donkey years. I wanted to win it. So it's annoying having to come out, but it's not like the end of the world. It's just jarring because you don't need to go out in the fourth round at home to Middlesbrough. It did not need to go to penalties. Bruno Fernandes, you're a sick guy. I promise you. That miss, you're a sick guy. You're twisted.
Hugo Perry, workhorse. Now I'm watching the next Newcastle. Workhorse signed for Burnley. So workhorse signed for Burnley.
Literally, he's already played his first match against Watford. It's battering Van Rabs. United just need to move. United just need Ralph to move upstairs and sort it out.
It's not box office. It's not box office at United. You're looking at them, you forget who their manager is. It's just not entertaining. Like, it hasn't been entertaining on the pitch for a long time, but it's not funny to laugh at anymore. And it's like you can't get anything. You can't really get a bite out of Ralph Ragnick because like no one really cares. Respectfully.
Did you see that he hired a media guy to advise him? Because he just he just says whatever. He has
no PR training. He just says it.
He doesn't filter.
And the thing that's going on with Lingard is a bit weird. It's weird.
Like, it's just messy. It's reality TV stuff. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why is all our business out here? Is mad tacky. Our business, like, players are saying, "Oh yeah, the manager got it wrong. I didn't say this." But players are coming in giving their policy. Like, it's just mad tacky.
Respectfully, I don't think the fans. Respectfully, I know we always talk about Man United, but the people, them, just give them what they want. They want to talk about Burnley. Let's talk about Burnley.
Talk about Burnley.
Yeah, let's talk about Burnley.
Yeah, they
talk
want
about that workhorse bounce. They want to see it. They said workhorse abandoned European football for Burnley. That is the definition of moving for bread.
Hey, Burnley are in a relegation scrap and are willing to take in immigrants. These lot were going to be paying whatever. These lot could change their lives. These Premier League money, yeah. Premier League money, yeah. Premier League money, yeah. When that bag arrives at your door, very few players are saying no. Doesn't matter what the team
That's
is.
a battering ram. That's not a knock. That's a
Literally,
battering ram.
you get
Nah, Burnley, I don't know. This is a season. They all say it all the time. Is this the season Burnley finally go down? Burnley are basically cursed with the whole game in hand conundrum. They've played 19 and who is it?
one
Brentford. Yeah, they've played 19 and everyone around them has played around 21 or 22 and Brentford played 23. So it's like you're 4 games behind or so. Now, it could be a gift and a curse because points on the board in it at the end of the day, but you've seen what's in front of you. You've seen what's in front of you, so you know what you got to do. But
for Burnley,
you're like 5 games behind.
For Burnley, just seems like a curse because it doesn't matter how many games they have in hand. They just don't look like putting the ball in the onion bag. It doesn't matter how many games you have in hand. If you're playing rubbish, you got no confidence. It doesn't help. I was reading that comment, fam. And it was killing me, fam.
Burnley are going down, but we'll get a bunch of draws, and Arsenal gave them one of them. That's why we're just a disgusting club in terms of results, man. Man. But yes, what's next on your agenda? Hurry up, man. We've got work tomorrow.
Quickly,
tomorrow.
Prediction. Burnley Man United.
Is it at Turf Moor?
Turf Moor.
Oh, that's 1-1 all day long.
1-1. I'm gonna go 2-0 United. I'm gonna go 2-0 United.
Turf Moor. It's tough out there. It's cold out there, man.
It's get cold, but we won there last couple of times. You want to give a quick prediction for Newcastle Everton?
Oh, I expect it to be a goal fest because you're looking at 2 bleeding defenses. Just hopefully it's the Maximan show. If I'm being honest, that's what I love to see. Boys box office, boys cash money, and yeah. So yeah, I think 3-2 Newcastle.
3-2 Newcastle. Lavish got 3-2 Newcastle on the board. If you want to put your bets down, listen to Lavish's predictions.
Come on, man. I just take it. If you give me 10%, if I'm right, you give me 10%. If you put the same thing down, I've said 10% comes off to me.
Liverpool versus Leicester. Leicester got pumped out the cup by Nottingham Forest. 4-1. Pumped out the cup. Where does Leicester's season go from here?
I think the question is mainly where's Brendan Rodgers go from here? Or what do the owners go from here? Because they have very nice owners who are not going to pull the trigger in terms of they give you a lot of trust and it's like a proper family club over there. So it's like they're not going to be knee-jerk and get rid of Brendan Rodgers because I guess they like him.
Yeah, I feel like I agree in the sense that I don't think they're gonna sack him, but I think he walks. I think
he has to. I think they'll ease him. They'll say, Brendan, you gotta make it we don't want to have. At most, they'll come on, we've given you because everything he's asked, everything I guess it looks like everything he's asked for, he's gotten. In terms, you can't say they didn't give them transfers. You can't. Yeah, everyone has. Yeah, they went through a defensive crisis. Fofana going out to Villarreal at the start of the season really changed everything for them. But then they got Vestergaard, who's been awful. Ever since you've cursed Sionchu, he's not been the same. I didn't curse him.
The evidence.
Johnny Evans been their best defender. Even the Sionchu season, Johnny Evans was their best defender. Right. I said it. Sionchu was getting into team of the season. Johnny Evans was their best defender, and it's just a bit. It's easy. It's easy.
The vibes are done for
if I'm being honest, Leicester's last line of defense is Ndidi.
Yeah, pretty much.
Once you pass Ndidi in DM, open season. So
they've even been throwing Ndidi in centre back as well.
Rodgers is how many times have you fallen over? Going all the way back to Liverpool, how many times have you let it go, let it slip? I think Hugo Perez jumping a bit ahead, saying 4-1 Liverpool because they're playing Leicester. So he's running ahead with the predictions there. Obviously, I think he's quite bitter because Leicester Leicester beat them earlier in the season.
Yeah, he wants to get back.
Yeah, he wants to get back. Sorry. We're
see
doing
Leicester's
geography
drunk
again.
up. Yeah, no.
Never forget when Banks
that was
fought
shocking by me. That was shocking by me. That Australian capital, I'd never heard of it before. I'd never heard
Cranberry.
of it. Captain, man, I said Cranberry.
I said
Moss
Cranberry.
FC. You said Cranberry.
I said Cranberry.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Run back the tape.
Moss FC, Leicester drunk ass fans scrapping. Yeah, I saw that. It's so crazy what football culture allows in terms of that. That's just the fact that
they've rarely played though. That derby's not really they don't get to experience that derby like in terms of Millwall. It's like
not even the just football fans in general. Just if you see
they get away with murder.
Get away with it so much. It's crazy, but it's just accepted in this country. It's just in terms of the game, it's just something that's accepted, which is a bit weird. Nathan said Leicester run their course under that perennial bottler. Yeah, it just seems like the vibe's done with Leicester, man. It's harsh. It sounds harsh,
perennial
bottler, man. We have to, if we're gonna put a finger on it, two times.
It turns my stomach though sometimes when they link Rodgers to like big jobs. Respectfully, when they were linking Rodgers to like a Man United job and stuff, I was thinking, please give it to him. Please, please give it to him. You know what I mean? And Liverpool's
it felt like such a United thing to do to give.
Liverpool's been the sample. Liverpool's been the sample of that, showing that. And people say it was early on in his career. I'm not having it. To bottle it like that. Hugo Perry's comment. Oh,
Brendan will leave.
This one I think starts there.
They got to stay with Rodgers. This is Leicester we're talking about. Don't lose focus. He doesn't deserve the sack because they overachieve every year. I mean, I hear you, bro. I hear you. But at the same time, like, this is clearly a quality squad. And he's got them to a certain point. At some point, you have to or get off the pot. I ain't trying to swear,
he said something else to back his point. Brendan will leave and he's done his best. Can't take them any further. The wealth gap is greater with other clubs from Hugo Perry. I understand what he's saying, but I'm knocking off some of the truth to that point because they were overachieving before he got there. So it's like you're saying he's making them overachieve, but they've been overachieving before you got there. So if you're carrying on what they was already doing, are you really
like, do you get what I mean? What are you bringing to the table then? Because it's an overachieving club, and at some point, we always seem to fall down at the same hurdle. Like, I can't lie, I feel like once you're in the Champions League frame, or the way Leicester were in the Champions League picture, like using the excuse of the wealth gap, like it kind of falls down because you're in that situation now. Like now you just got
it's as bad as Tottenham. The bottling, the way Leicester have bottled things is very, very, very Tottenham. Like in seasons in a row, you've been 10 points clear by around March to the fourth, and like it got to a point in the first time when Leicester. I remember it was like who's going to get fourth place because it was like Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Leicester. Who do you think's going to make it? Chelsea, United. Do you get what I mean? That was the Sheffield season.
That's the Sheffield season. Yeah.
And then the season again.
Season, on the final day of the season, you lose.
They bottled it just as hard. No. And it wasn't just down to the final day. It wasn't down to the final day. They were 10 points or so clear that season as well.
Like you lose to Ryan Mason's Spurs on the last day 4-2. Like at some point, you gotta get it done. You gotta take that. Like if you're the guy that you say that he says he is. And again, he's won an FA Cup. Like we can't say he's not been successful in some aspects at Leicester, but at the same time, like you gotta take them over the line.
Brendan has killed Ricardo. I haven't seen. Did Brendan kill him or did his injury kill him?
That's his injury.
His injury was out for a year.
It was out for a year, and then he even broke his leg again against Liverpool.
Yeah, that's fine. Rodgers will struggle to get another job in England, I believe. Biggest clubs are too big for him to struggle to see. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's the Moyes conundrum. It's the exact same thing.
Somebody floated this idea. Graham Potter to Leicester, Rodgers to Brighton. Do you think that is Graham Potter going to Leicester a step up? Is it a step sideways? Because we know for Rodgers personally, I think that would be a step down. But it's another project where he could possibly take Brighton or help Brighton take another step. And it feels like Graham Potter is ready for his next step to a bigger club. Do you feel like
I prefer to see Graham Potter? I prefer to see Graham Potter there than in Spurs. People are saying Graham Potter to Spurs, but I prefer there's a lot more pieces to work with in Leicester. Yeah, if it goes the other way around, I feel like because Brendan can do a job at Brighton. He can do a job at Brighton. Would he do a better job than Potter? It will keep them in the same level, I believe. But yeah, it works. It's nice. I'd love to see Graham Potter do that test, but I'm comfortable if I'm not leaving Brighton if I'm Graham Potter until the conditions are perfect. Wherever I'm going, perfect. You're not pressed.
Oh, I do have to add the caveat that his technical director Dan Ashworth did resign from his job at Brighton today to go join Newcastle, so that may play a part in, because he was a big part of their recruitment, signing some of the very good players that they've signed. So it's possible that Potter could push Potter to leave, but we have to. That's a moving situation. Quick prediction: Liverpool versus Leicester. What do you think?
Liverpool are going to absolutely clean Leicester out. 4-0.
You saying 4-5, 4-0?
4-0, yeah. Nathan said he's taking Samare backwards. Get Nuno to Leicester. Ricky Bowley's not giving up on Nuno. I forgot what's Samare. Rodgers is a homeless Roger. All right, we're not going to do that. Let's do one day. So based off that, Hugo Perry is not giving up. So based off that, if Moyes and West Ham are a similar route, would he be worthy of the sack? West Ham shouldn't be anywhere near the section. No, but here's the difference. Don't. It's not close. Leicester Premier League winners. Never forget that. Yeah, it was a fluke, but they're Premier League winners. So they overachieved by winning the Premier League. The season after that, they were bad, but then they bounced back to a certain
in the Champions League, they got to the quarterfinals in the Champions League.
Exactly. West Ham have nothing but fan base. Like West Ham size is just off of a dream. Yeah, this is the highest they've ever been. It's the highest they've ever been.
It's a fugazi.
It's like Newcastle. Well, Newcastle had the Shearer where they came out, I think, third or second, but that was 2 decades ago.
Hugo said, because United have millions and millions of investment. Come on, lads. Spurs and United and little Leicester. Come on. I mean, but at a certain point, if you're in the situation, follow through.
Leicester are bigger than Tottenham.
Fairs. I'm not gonna fight that.
Leicester are bigger than Tottenham. We're not gonna sit here and talk about anything else. Leicester are bigger than Tottenham.
West Ham are massive. Elliot Brace got back on the score sheet. Good to see him recover from his injury.
This guy hates. This is a school. This boy, Hugo Perry, school of Brendan Rodgers. Listen to this. He's been typing in caps. Why is he shouting? Brighton is a step down. Potter is a step up. It's mad. You have no love for bringing a team out of oblivion. He never did that. Brendan Rodgers never did that.
Come on, man.
Brendan Rodgers never did that.
Leicester was safe when he took over.
Like Vardy and these didn't play for them before. Potter will ruin Leicester.
He took over Leicester and he continued the project. He gave them good football. He gave them it was good vibes.
It was like the second leg in the relay. That's him.
Yeah.
Just keep us in the race.
On Wolves is a rescheduled fixture. No, I think this is the other one actually. This is the actual fixture. Wolves versus Arsenal. Obviously over the transfer window. Rodgers is the Giroud of managers. Top level is out of their depth, but teams fighting for Europa. He's perfect. Deep.
Yeah, he's not wrong. You want Rodgers back at Liverpool?
You want Rodgers back at Liverpool? That's what they're asking.
Rodgers dead average. I've said this for years. Yeah, Rodgers is a project man. He's just a steady Eddie. Like Rodgers is the guy before you give it to the. It's literally the second leg of a relay, third at best, before you give it to the final anchor, because he's not taking you to the promised land.
You put him on that last lap.
Hey, you've lost. You're gonna go from.
Forget about Jamaica, Canada, USA overtaking you. Canada, USA.
You come fourth. Team GB.
You're coming fourth.
Team GB.
Gerard will replace Klopp. Yeah, it's looking most. None of them ones.
Let's go wild in the comments. Back to us. Anyway, oh my lord. Last comment we're gonna read for tonight. Rogers is gonna take his talents to Italy. The comments are going off. Yeah.
If you're in the building for the first time, by the way, thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, all of that good stuff for the final third. Lavish, go through.
Yeah, sorry. The comments are going off. I feel like we've got people defending. Moses is from Canada. Shout out Moss FC. Sorry.
What are you calling him, Moses? Moss FC.
Moss FC. Shout out Moss FC because I think he's streaming from Canada because he's been basically commentating on the Canada if they're playing right now. Big up you lot. See you in the World Cup.
Moss FC, put it in the chat. Are you from Canada? Where you repping from tonight? But
no,
yeah,
don't tell me. That's not a guy from Nova Scotia.
Nah, that's not the Nova Scotia guy. That's Casey. Casey?
That's not the guy from Nova Scotia. I went in the stream the other day from Nova Scotia.
That's Casey. That's my guy Casey. But back to Arsenal and Wolves Arsenal. Squad gutted from the January transfer window, got rid of a lot of players. How do you expect the team to react against a Bruno Lage side that is confident in form and recently
pronounce
beat
it
Manchester
Bruno Lage?
Bruno Lage.
I'm asking.
Moss FC, yes, Saskatoon, Canada West, sunny day, snow melting. Oh, beautiful sunny day, snow melting.
Moss FC, that's a complete contradiction.
How?
It's not sunny and it's snowing. This is Canada. This is how Canadians will have. This is how Canadians will bamboozle you to move over there. This is how Canadians will. This is how Canadians
and the sun is melting it.
This is how Canadians will bamboozle you to move out there. Don't go there. It's cold. Don't go there. That's all the sun gonna get. The sun is just there to melt the go again. It's not there to warm stuff up.
I could Boss FC say Jonathan David, Canadian Gooner, and Nathan immediately says Jonathan David.
Nah, please. Nah, but I can't be saying that because they're throwing out Canadian visas left, right, and center. They're throwing them out.
I need
one. If we want to take tier 3 to Canada, and apparently if you move to Canada, you get a free goose. They give you the jacket upon arrival. They
welcome you at the airport
with the Canada goose. You just pick the color and the size you want.
No, you do sign in picture.
You just get the free Canada goose. Calm. Bruno, we said Bruno Lage, sorry, and Arteta's army. If I'm being honest, as an Arsenal fan, I'm completely deflated because you don't want to overreact because of this window. Because some people are saying it could be smart in the sense that they want to bring out the war chest in summer and they don't want to overreact. It's one of them windows where like you find out if it was a smart idea in summer. But I just think it's either way, what we know now, if I'm reacting to what we can see now, it's just poor management. It's poor management. And it kind of like, you know, in FM, like you're playing a file and everyone's rushing you to register your players. So like you forget to register certain players or you just send some people out on loan or whatever. It seems like that's what he did because we didn't have enough midfielders. And in a certain game, we played Patino. We sent Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who's been crying to play. Yeah, Forest, thank you. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who's been crying to play central midfield. And he had the perfect opportunity this AFCON window to play 3 games in a run in central midfield. And it would have definitely been better than Patino, who's not ready. Then the Aubameyang situation, letting Aubameyang go, which guys tune in on Thursday around 7 p.m. to Get Well Soon Arsenal. We'll be discussing Arsenal, a deep dive on Arsenal. But yeah, we let Aubameyang go to Barcelona and Arsenal fans are trying to be optimistic about the situation, saying, Banks, scan through the comments, please. Trying to be optimistic about the situation, saying, we've saved 25 mil. I'm sick and tired of stuff like this. And yes, okay, we've saved a certain amount of money, but couldn't you loan to appreciate his stock and then sell him in summer? Huh?
Nah, Moss said CONCAF and CAF need more respect. He said Canadian goose too warm for me. The goose is never too warm. Never too warm.
Moss is trying to convince the whole stream that there's some sun out there. There is no sun. I kid you not. There's no sun. My uncle sends me pictures on WhatsApp all the time. There's no sun there. It snows like this thick. What was I gonna say? Yeah. You could have loaned him.
Just thinks of just quickly. It just thinks of like not taking that risk to make the next step. Like again,
but that's Arsenal's problem. It's been Arsenal's problem for over a decade.
Like beginning of the season, fair enough. Nobody would have really believed Arsenal could get top 4, but the way the season's panned out, Tottenham, United have been nonsense. They've been nonsense, and Arsenal have stepped up where they can, and they're generally in a race for top 4. Like if you signed a couple players that could reinforce the quality,
you guarantee it. You guarantee top 4.
You could literally just take a massive stride towards top 4. And I know they say that they want their targets, or they'd rather wait for their target. They're not too worried about top 4 this season. But it's just, you could literally just speed up this whole process now. Like saying you're willing to miss out on Champions League this season because you're more confident of getting it in 22, 23. It's like, are other teams gonna stand still? Are other teams
Arsenal believe like everything stands still whilst they exist. Like they're only the active ones in the file. Everybody's playing. It's not offline. It's not an offline session, bro. Like how have you not bought anyone this window? And Arsenal again, you said like when we smell blood, we never go for the kill. We're a very nice club. Like we want to do everything nicey. And I was talking to Idris earlier today. I was saying how we don't have it in our locker to go for the kill. Years and years have shown this, and this is why, like the actual going back to the old school Arsenal players. What was this comment saying?
Arsenal fans were doing Let's Spend FC like it's an economics degree at DMU. Just admit Arsenal have no idea.
Yeah, they don't have an idea. Stop trying to make the most out of a bad situation. No, stop saying it's piss, it's shit, it's bad. It's bad. So like it dates back. I was saying to Idris, it dates back to all the times Arsenal have found themselves in a position to like either win the league or like win make something big out of the season. They've bottled it. They've actually bottled it in terms of transfers. They've bottled it. Dating back to the Suarez thing, get it over the line. We're in a whole new history. History's different. The Leicester season, when we were doing okay enough, and we realized Giroud's not it. Like he's a good second striker. We went into the next season. We signed Petr Cech.
Imagine you signed Aubameyang in 2015, 2016.
Then you signed Petr Cech. You signed Petr Cech, no outfield player. We get to December, we're thinking, we are in, like, we're going neck and neck with Leicester. We beaten Leicester the first game of the like earlier in the season. It's really us in the title race. I think we're top around Christmas or in January or something like that, or we're in the mix more or less. It's ours to lose more or less. January, you signed no one. You thought Welbeck and Giroud would be enough to win the league. Okay, now you find yourself in a situation, and it just goes to. It's tiresome, man. I don't want to. It's the hope. It's honestly the hope that kills you. And as much as this sounds mad, because I just let them come for Saka. Let someone come and buy Saka. Watch. I want to see this. I want to see how like the Arsenal faithful spin this. At least we got 60 mil for Saka. That's what they'll say. I'm gone though. If he goes, I'm gone. I'm gone.
Must said whole end of the Wenger era, we needed CV so badly. Now we need a centre mid and striker, so obvious. Shem's a gooner then. Yeah, he's a gooner. You may not seem like it, but yeah, there's a diehard gooner. He just wants his club to do a bit better than they're actually doing.
Nathan says the fact that people support and defend Arteta and Kroenke sicken me. And it doesn't sicken me, it's a cancer. It's actually just a cancer, because it just goes to show how much you've been beaten into mediocrity. Like, and as much as people want to argue with Chelsea fans, no, we're a bigger club. We have bigger history. No. One thing I will always respect Chelsea for, I can't even say the same for City, but Chelsea and their owner, one thing they're loyal to, winning. Chelsea are not loyal. Chelsea don't care. Chelsea would sell all their legends, like rub out all their legends, if it means they win the league. Arsenal will be doing to me to you. Will do to me to you, to me to you over Iwobi, Chamberlain. Do you know? Do you know how Arsenal like fans are so soft? Yeah, in the sense that to get rid of Iwobi and Chamberlain, some people are like, oh, what? What?
You remember Conte literally benched John Terry because he knew he could not play in that three at the back. And
simple. And Chelsea fans kicked up a fuss, but they forgot about it when they started winning, because what are Chelsea fans loyal to? Winning. Simple.
Man were turning their nose up at 40 million for Iwobi and Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Arsenal fans got sad about getting rid of Kieran Gibbs, you know. At a certain point, like he's gonna come good. Oh, like, obviously he's been with us. What are you talking about? Why are we talking about Jack Wilshere coming back? What? I love Arsenal. Let me play. I love Arsenal. Let me play. Because Newcastle didn't I love Arsenal. Let me play. If Saka leaves, I'm doing a basketball thing. Like, you know, when we follow LeBron, I'm doing and I'll do it so proudly. No one can draw me out. No one can draw me out. No one can draw me out. If Saka leaves, that's the last straw. Because for me, I don't believe Arteta has a Scooby.
You're following them to the Etihad.
Yeah.
If Saka leaves, I'm only supporting players only.
Yeah,
we got rid of salaries to re-sign Saka, Martinelli long term, and Jonathan David in the summer. This is a confident Canadian right here. This is a confident Canadian right here. Fair enough.
Their star boy is Alfonso, though. Their star boy is Alfonso.
Star boy is Alfonso, old head toilet. Got a couple other young boys. Yeah, literally Hoylet. Moss said Saka would re-sign, no worries. Hey, fair enough. This is somebody that's on the other hand, Nathan saying big man too.
Banks.
This is generally what I love about football, because you can have two supporters of the same club watching the same thing, and they just view it so differently. This is what I love about football. We need a prediction for that. We need a prediction for the Arsenal game. We need a prediction.
I think we'll win one. I hope we win 1-0. I'm going for a hopeful bet here. I hope we win 1-0.
Hopeful one.
And I'm seeing Ruben Neves links. I want more.
You want more?
I want more. That's all I could say. I want more. Ruben Neves is good, but he's not mobile like that.
I think again. Like, I'm not.
He's got 18 more months left in his legs. He's got 18 more months left in them legs.
You're like 24, brother. You're like 24.
Why is Moutinho more mobile than Ruben Neves? Answer that question.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's mad. That's why I don't want Neves.
I just feel like he's too similar to your current main midfielders, like Partey, Xhaka. If we look at midfielder that Arsenal need, it's probably like one that's a bit more dynamic, one that can offer a bit more going forward. Oh,
Wabi. That's it. Tabi Wabi.
Chill.
My bad. Nah, I can't take Tielemans as well because I don't think he gets around.
That's a liability on the defensive end, man. That's a liability. It's only against Manchester United midfield that he looked athletic. It's literally only then. Apart from that, he gets overrun. It's long. Are there any other games this week that you're looking forward to? I'll read out some games. And tell me if you're looking forward to them. So we've discussed Newcastle, Everton, West Ham, Watford, City, Brentford, Norwich, Crystal Palace, Spurs, Southampton, Villa, Leeds, Liverpool, Leicester, Wolves, Arsenal, and Burnley, Man United. Anything you're really fancying over there?
Not necessarily.
Sorry, Moss. Xhaka, Arteta's never letting Xhaka go. Never. You know when he nearly lost his girl in the summer, and he said, "I'm going to do everything to keep you now." Nearly lost his girl, and then he decided. Pattern up said,
let's round this up. There's work tomorrow. I've got to never let Xhaka train. Guys, just
going into work tomorrow.
European. Yeah, early train. Guys, we got the European review show coming up. Banks, tell them what they're going to be hearing from us.
Hey man, you know Champions League is back in full effect. The knockout stages, the big dogs. Real Madrid, PSG, Manchester United versus Atletico, Inter versus Liverpool. They're all the big games that you know are coming up in the Champions League. We're going to be reviewing them. So make sure you catch us on the European review show. What is it, next week? Next week, am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week, Wednesday, going to be going through the Champions League first legs of the knockout stages. Make sure you join us on the final third. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, you've been in the building with us for an hour 35 seconds. Big up yourself. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like. Big up yourselves for being in here. This has been your Premier League preview. I've been your host, Banks, joined by my faithful co-host, Lavish, or Shems, or Oluwashemi Lore, whichever one you want to call in.
It's not easy.
We're going to be back to do a review of the game week, midweek fixtures. That's going to be on Wednesday night. So join us after the fixtures on Wednesday night. We got Get Well Soon Arsenal on Thursday evening. We got some special guests for you. Gonna go through Arsenal's transfer window and projections for the rest of the season. Make sure you join Lavish and Jules for Get Well Soon Arsenal. Have a lovely evening. Make sure you wake up bright and early for work tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
You are now listening to The Final Third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Well, you should be in
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you out. We build you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You face charges.